this is just like a sneak peek of things coming. We have way more features related to the update Aquatic.
Yeah.
So you will see more announcements.
Yeah, more announcements coming out sometime in the next year.
Alright guys, we got so much to talk about, so much to go over, and a lot of cool stuff to showcase. Today, we're going to be talking about the possible release date for this Aquatic update, as well as checking out some of the really cool features hidden in this update. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this video. If you can do me a quick favor, leave a like, let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the Aquatic update, as well as hashtag Ninja Sub if you are a subscriber. I will be replied to every single subscriber in today's video, so let's get lit and let's go ahead and check out some of these features.
The next update, that's going to be the update Aquatic.
Update Aquatic. Wow.
So
tell us a little bit about some of the... What do we got here? Wow, that's so cool. So what is this? You want to talk a little bit about these?
We'll wait after the clip.
Sure.
Alright, that was absolutely cool, guys. I have to say, MINECON Earth was really spectacular, a lot of fun. I think I still prefer the convention type of MINECON over this whole online streaming MINECON, but I think toward the end, it just got so lit that I didn't even care, man. Aquatic update coming soon. It's about to be spectacular. They do give us hints here and there periodically during this entire sort of breakdown of the Aquatic update. They do tell us some very important key pieces of information, which we will be discussing after these features.
And a lot of these changes we're doing are of course just we're prototyping. Like textures and graphics can change, and even behaviors may change when we start snapshotting and testing things out with the community. But one thing is that many of these will affect the way water works in Minecraft. And one thing is that items will now start floating on the surface, and a bubble column which is created by these magma blocks, they're gonna like break the buoyancy of water, so everything will fall down into them. So there will be like ravines underwater with these magma blocks. So when you're riding a boat, suddenly the boat might start shaking. You have to like get back to the solid surface again, or you will fall down into the ocean. But mainly, we're interested to see how this can be used in various contraptions.
Alright, so I know it was sort of hard to understand, Jeb. It's not his first language. English is not his first language. So honestly, I think he did a spectacular job of just trying to explain his thoughts and the process behind creating this update. But essentially what we have are like these bubble pockets underneath the ocean that create like streams of pockets of air that you can go down and you can use as like an oxygen source, and it also pushes items. Apparently it can push items above, or they can sink. Not entirely sure, but it seems like it's just a really cool way to engage in the ocean, to maneuver and move around the ocean, as well as it can disrupt boats. Like if a boat's above these pockets, it can disrupt that. At least that's what I'm getting from this. It looks like it's still under development. This whole update is still under development, and they do say that a couple of times. They even go as far to say, like, a lot of these things don't even have names. A lot of these mobs don't have names. It's still in prototype. They even use the word prototype. So clearly, this is an update that is still under construction at the early stages. So let's go ahead and check out some of these other features.
We are adding a new weapon called the TRIDENT.
The TRIDENT.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it's a weapon you can do both in melee and you can throw it. Yep. But as you saw in the clip, like if you throw it, you lost your weapon.
Lost
right?
the weapon.
Yeah. That's
so you're weaponless. So throwing the weapon doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, definitely not. So there's a special enchantment for tridents called loyalty that makes it come back. Like
nice.
Hammer.
Loyalty.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to get that.
And there's also a bunch of other enchantments for it. Like one is it's called Riptide, that when you're swimming and you throw the trident, it's like a dashing, so you get like a push forward.
Oh, like a little push forward. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And it's kind of fun because you can, if you're at the surface and you throw it up, you jump like a dolphin.
Oh, nice.
And one fun thing that Dinabone suggested was that it only works in water, but we made it now also works when it's raining. So it's like have you ever yes, it's raining in Minecraft? No, right? But now you're like, yes, it's raining. You take on your elytra and you throw the trident and you just swoop.
Okay, guys, I got super excited over that. I love enchantments. Anytime, an update involves any type of enchantment, I get really excited, really hyped, and I have to say, the whole concept with the trident and just being able to enchant that and, loyalty. Gosh, this is about to be so incredible, guys. I can't wait for this new weapon. It's like a projectile, but a melee weapon infused into one, and I think this is probably going to be my main weapon for sure. I'm probably not even going to use the sword anymore after this drop, so really excited about the Trident. I think it's going to be spectacular, and it looks like we have 3 enchantments so far. They might add more. I think they are going to add more enchantments for the Trident. And who knows, you could probably still use sharpness and unbreaking and other stuff. So really excited for this new weapon as well as the enchantments for it.
Yes, and then we have the coral and the kelp, and we have the actual fish. And this is to add more variety into the oceans and more things to see. And also, in the video clip, you saw coral and kelp right next to each other, but they're going to be separated because we're going to have ocean biomes, so warm and cold oceans with different type of terrain.
Oh, wow.
And all the fish that you currently fish as items, they will exist as proper fish. So we have a salmon and tropical fish and clownfish and puffer fish, and etc. I guess. Forgot some.
Good. That was good knowledge.
Yes. And for Minecraft players, this will work similar to bats. They will come and go. But if you catch one with a bucket, you will get a bucket with water and fish in it. And you can put this out, and this is going to be like a persistent fish. So you can use it to build aquariums in your houses, and you will keep your fish.
This is really exciting stuff, guys. We can officially see fish now. So not only can we see the fish, we can capture the fish with buckets. So clownfish, pufferfish, the salmon, all of the fish now, they have physical variants that we can see, we can capture, we can bring home and create aquariums. This is a dream come true. I love aquariums, and the fact that we can actually incorporate that and include that in our homes now is just magical. This is a big deal, and I seriously cannot wait for this update. So let's go ahead and check out one of the last features so far.
Then I mentioned changes to the water physics, and primarily what we want to do is to be able to build with slabs and stairs and fences underwater without getting these weird air pockets. That's the objective we're trying to solve. But then it also kind of makes sense that you have more proper water movement through these blocks. And we are aware that this will come with a lot of new behaviors. So we're gonna try things out and see how it works. But like the main goal is to make it easier to build underwater.
So yeah, right. So it's going to be, yeah, that's so cool, and it'll kind of evolve over time as you use it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we have like more underwater terrain with the shipwrecks and icebergs. So it's going to be more variation in the ocean terrains, things to find. And
iceberg.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And there will be more different treasures to find, which brings me to dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
I mean, how excited is everybody for the dolphins?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So, well, like in every update, we try to introduce like one new animal mob. The dolphins will actually help you in the oceans to find treasure. They will help you guide players.
Oh, really? Oh, they're
yeah,
friendly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is just like a sneak peek of things coming. We have way more features related to the update Aquatic.
Yeah.
So you will see more announcements.
Yeah, more announcements coming out sometime in the next year.
All right, guys, this is a lot of information to take in. So they're changing the physics of water, which isn't, to me, a big deal. It never really bothered me to begin with, but I do like that they're refining water to make it more consistent. They're also adding, like, new features inside the ocean or around the ocean, like icebergs. They're adding shipwrecks now, so we can go and search and try and find shipwrecks underneath the ocean. That's just huge. That's a big deal. Anything that incorporates or involves like discovery or adventure, I'm all for it. I loved the woodland mansions, and I feel like shipwrecks, it's just gonna be such a fun time, a blast trying to find shipwrecks. I'm curious if they're gonna be on maps, like the treasure maps, if they're gonna be located on that, because trying to find a shipwreck is probably gonna be very difficult, extremely difficult to do. And dolphins, oh my goodness, who saw this coming? Who saw dolphins coming? Like, dolphins are just majestic. They are one of my favorite animals out there. They're so friendly and intelligent, and I seriously can't wait. I hope we can tame them. Like, this is gonna be a big deal, guys. If we can't tame dolphins, I'm not sure how hyped I'm gonna be. Like, the polar bear thing sort of set me off. I wasn't really happy with how they handled polar bears. I love polar bears, but the fact that we can't really legit tame them is sort of just, it defeats the purpose in my opinion. So hopefully we can tame dolphins, guys. I really want dolphins. Now let's discuss the actual release date, because they mentioned in this sort of interview a couple of times how it's still in the development stage, how they're still adding stuff and they have more features coming, and it's a prototype. It doesn't have names, right? So clearly this is the early stage of the Aquatic update, even earlier than probably the previous updates that were announced during MINECON, which I know isn't the best news, but the last thing you want is a developer to rush an update. So normally what I would say is like an update after MINECON would be released near the holidays, near Christmas, near, you know, the time where people have a lot of vacation, a lot of time off, near late mid-December. But just for the simple fact that they don't have any names for these mobs, that they're still adding features, that they're still refining, it really leads me to believe that this update is something we will not see until maybe early, late spring, right before the summertime. So, you know, they mentioned in the stream, in this interview, that, you know, we could possibly see it within the next year. I'm pretty sure they were very accurate in saying that in their assessment. I don't think we'll see this update until maybe 6 or 7 more months, probably right before the summertime, guys. But that's more speculation. They threw a lot of hints there, you know, take it or leave it. But more than likely, we will not be seeing this update until later spring 2018. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Crush the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Take care.
Get ready for the next battle.